Good morning. Okay, so I hope all of you are fine, doing well, getting ready to come back to college. So, anyway, we shall continue our classes, right? English classes, and we shall see how far we can cover up on the online. Then, when you come to college, the remaining portions, right? I will do the remaining portions for you. Okay, so we were discussing tenses yesterday, right? And I hope you have written down the things in a book, right? And I hope you are following what I am saying carefully, right? So we stopped at past continuous, right? We stopped at past continuous. Today we shall see, right, past continuous, subject plus was or were plus verb 1 plus ing plus object, right? Subject plus was or were plus v1 plus ing plus object. Positive, that is the positive, right? Negative, subject plus was not or were not plus v1 plus ing plus object. So I told you past tense indicates an action which has finished, indicates an action which happened in the past, indicates an action which happened in the past. Action is over, finished action. So for the finished action, right, we use this past tense. And was, the verb will be in the V2, the verb will be in the V2, right? And in the continuous, okay, V1 plus ing, V1 plus ing, V1 plus ing. So, right, so we were looking at simple past, then past continuous. Past continuous, I told you, right, was or were plus v1 plus ing plus object. Subject plus was or were plus v1 plus ing plus object. Once you come to college, we can rectify, we can discuss further, right? So hope you are listening to this class and hope you are taking down notes, right, and jotting it down in your notebook. Okay. So past perfect. Now we shall come to past perfect. We shall come to past perfect tense. Past perfect. Past perfect tense. Past perfect tense, right? So past perfect tense, okay, action has just finished in the past, right? In the past, not in the present. It finished, started in the past and finished in the past. So positive, how do we have it in the positive? Let us look at the positive. Positive, okay, subject plus had plus v3 of the verb plus object, right? Subject excuse me, subject plus had plus v3 of plus object, okay, subject plus had plus v3 plus object, okay. So right, so now it's I think you can, all of you hear it. Right, all of you can hear me, and okay, so it was recording was going on, but now it's live, so I can right, continue. So we were talking about past tense yesterday, discussing about past tense, right? I told you the past tense indicates an action which took place in the past, happened, and simple past is indicated by use of the verb V2, by use of the verb V2, right? Simple past. And I told you we are discussing about past continuous. We are discussing about past continuous, right? And the past continuous is used for any action that started in the past, was going on in the past, and finished in the past, right? So, how do we indicate the past continuous? Subject plus was or were plus V1 plus ing plus object. Yeah? Is it clear, all of you? Are you able to follow me? The positive type of sentence for past continuous: subject plus was or were plus V1 plus ing plus object. Clear? Right. And the negative. Negative. Subject plus was not or were not plus V1 plus ing plus object. Subject plus was not, were not plus V1 plus ing plus object. So, the negative and the positive. And now we are discussing past perfect tense. We are discussing past perfect tense, right? And past perfect tense indicates any action which has just been completed in the past, which has just been completed in the past. Clear? All of you are able to follow and understand what I am trying to teach? Okay, past perfect. Past perfect. How do we indicate the formula? Okay, here the subject, okay, subject plus had plus V3 of the verb. You should know this V1. Okay, you should know this V1, V2, V3. All of you should be aware of this. Yeah, V1, V2, V3. This V3 is the past participle. We call it as participle. Past participle, this V3. Okay, right? V1 is the root of the verb. V1 is the root of the verb, the original root of the verb. V1. V2 is the past of the verb, the past tense of the verb. V2 is the past tense of the verb. And V3 is the past participle. We call it the past participle. So you should know this conjugation of the verb. All of you, I hope you are thorough, or you should be aware of this conjugation of the verb. V1, V2, V3. Right. So here the positive subject plus had plus V3 plus object. I'll give an example. Right. For example, the bus had gone. The bus had gone before I reached the bus stand. The bus had gone before I reached the bus stand. The bus had gone before I reached the bus stand. Right? Is it clear? Positive. Right? Look at this negative. Now we shall see the negative. Negative. Subject plus had not plus V3 plus object. Right? Subject plus had not plus V3 plus object. Okay, so we see the example here. I give the example. Had the patient not died, had the patient not died, had the patient not died before the doctor arrived, before the doctor arrived, before the doctor arrived, had the patient not died before the doctor arrived. Okay, is it clear, all of you? Are you able to follow? So past perfect tense, right? Positive and negative. Okay, next we shall go to past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect past perfect continuous tense, right? So this past perfect tense, continuous tense, right? See the subject, the positive, how it will be, the positive. Positive, okay. Subject plus had been, subject plus had been plus V1 plus ing plus object. Okay, subject plus had been, no? Future, past perfect continuous. Past perfect continuous. Subject plus had been plus V1 plus ing plus object, had been. So she had been playing with her dolls for 2 hours. Example, okay. She had been playing with her dolls for over 2 hours. For over 2 hours. She had been playing with her dolls for over 2 hours. So past perfect continuous. An action started at some time in the past, was going on in the past, and then finished in the past. So for 2 hours she had been playing with her dolls. She had been playing with her dolls for over 2 hours. Is it clear, all of you? Are you able to follow, able to understand? Is it clear? Right. Take it down. Take this down. Take this down. All of you writing down in your notebooks. I told you to have a notebook. Keep a notebook and then write down the things in the notebook. So it will be useful for you. So once you come to class, right, you can, right? So once you come to class, you can discuss everything clearly. Okay. Right? Next, we shall go to future tense. We shall go to future tense. Have you taken down everything? Okay, shall I rub it? Okay. Right. Okay, so we shall go to future tense. Future tense. Okay. Right. So we use future tense to talk about any action which is going to happen, which is yet to happen. Action is going to happen, right? And for any action that I have, okay, in the future, action is going to happen, right? That is, we talk about future tense. We talk about future tense, right? So this future tense, we use the modal auxiliary will and shall, right? We use the modal auxiliary we have used the modal auxiliary we use the modal auxiliary will and shall, right? So here simple future, first we shall talk about simple future. Okay, we'll talk about simple future tense. Right, what is the formula here? Right, subject, okay, the negative, first the positive, subject plus will or shall plus V1 plus object. Positive for the positive type of sentence, okay, subject plus will or shall plus V1 plus object, right? And so here you see here, will you come to my house tomorrow? We are asking one example, a question like that, okay? Will you come to my house tomorrow? Will you come to my house? So even this tomorrow indicates future, will, right? And look at this, this is the V1, come, okay, V1, object, house, will you come to my house, right? Look at that V1, subject is not there, but the question, it's beginning with the question, will you come to my house tomorrow, right? So the positive, and then negative, look at the negative, okay, subject plus will not, subject plus will not or shall plus V1 plus object, subject plus will not or shall plus V1 plus object. Will he not come to my house tomorrow? Same example, no? We see here example. Will he not come to my house tomorrow? Will he not come to my house tomorrow? Right? So future, simple future tense. All of you able to follow? Right. Next. So all of you writing it down in your books? Are you keep writing it down? Okay. Next we shall see future continuous tense. Future future continuous tense. Okay, future continuous tense. How the positive? In the positive, what will be? It will be in the how it will be in the positive. How it will be in the positive? Right. Subject plus will be or shall be. Okay. Subject plus will be or shall be. Plus V1 plus ing, okay. Subject, okay, plus will be or shall be, will be or shall be plus V1 plus object, right? Subject plus will be or shall be plus V1 plus object. Future continuous, an action which is going to happen in the future, an action which is going to happen in the future, right? I shall be writing a letter by this evening. Look at the example. I shall be writing a letter by this evening. I shall be writing a letter by this evening. So in the evening, you are going to do an action. What is the action? The action of writing a letter. The action of writing a letter. You are going to do an action in the evening. That is the action of writing a letter. Right? Negative. Look at the negative. Shall I erase this at the top? Okay. Right? Are you able to follow? Take it down in your notebooks. So negative, how it will be in the negative? So how it will be in the negative? Future continuous, subject plus will not be, subject plus will not be or shall not be, will not be, will not be or shall not be plus V1 plus ing plus object. Okay, subject plus will not be or shall not be plus V1 plus ing plus object. Is it clear, all of you? Are you able to follow? Are you able to understand? Right? Subject plus will not be or shall not be plus V1 plus ing plus object. Right? They will not be playing the match in the evening. Okay, the example is they will not be playing the match in the evening. They will not be playing the match in the evening. Right? That is, in the evening, maybe they plan to play a match, but now in the evening, they will not be playing a match. In the evening, they will not be playing a match. So, in the evening, they will not be playing a match. Okay? Right. Now, we shall go to future perfect. Did you write down this? Okay? All of you? Did you write down this in your books? Okay. Future perfect. We shall go to future perfect. Did you write this down? Shall I erase it? Okay. Okay, now we shall see future perfect. Future perfect. Future perfect. So, future perfect, how is it? Will have or shall have in the positive. How is it in the positive? How is it in the positive? Okay. Subject plus will have subject plus will have or shall have plus will have or shall have, okay, plus V3 plus object plus V3 plus object plus V3 plus object, right, plus V3 plus object. So, future perfect, what is that example here? They shall have finished their work by the evening, by evening. They shall have finished, they shall have finished their work by evening. Right? They shall have finished their work by evening. Clear, all of you? Are you able to understand? Right? Okay. They shall have finished their work by evening. Okay. So, I shall continue tomorrow in the afternoon. Okay. Second English class. Thank you. We shall finish today.